How's it going, superstars and divas? It is Kate Sparks here to give you tonight's Smackdown show results. Now, kicking off Smackdown, we have the Wyatt family coming down to the ring. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman, they each give a promo about their loyalty to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo on the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker, and then he challenges the Brothers of Destruction to a match at Survivor Series against two members of the Wyatt family. And Bray Wyatt is the one who will get to choose who those two members will be. And he also gives The Undertaker until the end of the night to respond to the challenge. So let's see if we're going to get a response from the dead man. The first match we had, it was between Braun Strowman and Fandango. Braun Strowman, he dominated this match. Fandango was hardly able to get any momentum whatsoever. And at the end of the match, Braun Strowman won via submission because he applied the bear hug sleeper hold, as I like to call it. And he held on until Fandango tapped out. The second match we have, it was between Neville versus King Barrett. And this was for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Now in this match, Neville and Barrett were each able to gain some momentum. But near the end, you could tell that Barrett was getting a little bit egotistical, in my opinion. Because he started yelling at the announcers that he's going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion. And he was questioning the referee, asking him if Neville paid him to count slow or this, that, and the other. And it seems like King Barrett's talking cost him the match. Because at the end, Neville won via pinfall when he connected with his finisher, the Red Arrow. So Neville will advance to the quarterfinals, and he will face the Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens, next Monday. So congrats to Neville on that victory. Next, backstage, Renee Young, she interviews the Usos. The Usos are hype as always. They are excited for their match. Jay, he wants some revenge against the Wyatt family, so he feels he's going to take it out on Luke Harper and Eric Rowan tonight. So let's see how the Usos are going to fare against the Wyatt family in the main event. Next, we have another match in the tournament. It is between Kalisto versus Ryback. Now, Kalisto, he's a pretty small guy. And going against Ryback, you had to know that Ryback was going to dominate this match, and he did. But at the end, it surprises us because Kalisto, he won via pinfall. He connected with his finisher, Salida de Sol, from the top rope. And Ryback was unable to kick out before the count of 3. And that allowed Kalisto to get the victory and advance to the quarterfinals. And Kalisto will face whoever the winner of the match between Stardust and Alberto Del Rio is. And after the match, you see Ryback walk up to Kalisto, and by the look on Ryback's face, you think that Ryback may attack him because he's angry for losing the match. But he doesn't. He shakes Kalisto's hand and raises his hand in victory. So, congrats to Kalisto for advancing to the quarterfinals. Next, we have another tournament match. Is between Stardust versus Alberto Del Rio. And before this match, Zeb and Alberto Del Rio, they were dissing England and promoting their alliance, Mex America, as always. So I'm pretty sure every time they come out, we're going to be hearing them talk about Mex America and dissing the people in the audience. But in this match, Alberto Del Rio won via pinfall. He connected with a double stump to Stardust when he was caught on the ropes. And I truly believe this is going to be one of Alberto Del Rio's finishers, because he's doing this in every single match that he has. So Alberto Del Rio advances to the quarterfinals, and he will be facing Kalisto, who won earlier, next week. So congrats to Alberto Del Rio for advancing to the quarterfinals. Next we have Renee Young. She interviews Roman Reigns backstage about Cesaro. Roman let it be known that he's not going to let anything stop him from getting to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Championship. And that includes Cesaro. And they also talked about what happened on Monday between him and Triple H. Roman let it be known that that Triple H was right. He isn't like Seth. He's not a sellout, and he's not going to take easy handouts. He's going to fight for everything that he's earned, and he's not going to stop with that. So, I'm excited for this match that Roman and Cesaro are going to have next Monday. Now, after the interview, we have the main event between the Usos versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Before the match can even begin, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, they attacked the Usos, and at the end of the brawl, the Usos were the one that were able to gain some momentum, and when the bell finally rings, they continued to gain some momentum. The Wyatts were able to gain some momentum, but at the end, the Usos did win. But it was by disqualification because Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman interfered in the match, as I pretty much predicted they were going to do, because they were getting a little antsy during the match. So, the Usos won by disqualification, and the Wyatt family, they started attacking the Usos after the match, and it was just basically a 4-on-2 assault. There was pretty much nobody coming out to help the Usos. They laid out both of the Uso brothers, and Bray Wyatt, he was going to connect with a second sister Abigail to Jimmy Uso, but before he could connect with the second sister Abigail, you hear the Undertaker's gong go off. So we hear the gong for a couple of times, the lights go out, the flames ignite, and blue lights show on the ring, but the Undertaker does not come out, but you can hear his voice on the speakers, and he says that the Wyatt family will rest in peace at Survivor Series. So it seems that the Undertaker and Kane accept Bray Wyatt's challenge and will face them at Survivor Series next Sunday. So that's going to be a really, really interesting match. And the Smackdown basically ends with the Wyatt family in the ring. Bray Wyatt's laughing it off, acting like it's nothing to him. But you're facing the Undertaker and Kane. I'd be a little bit nervous there. So maybe he's laughing it off not to cover up his nervousness or any chills he may be feeling. But you're facing the Undertaker. You're going to feel those chills. So, but at the end of the show, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I was a little disappointed not to see any Divas match this show for this week, but I can understand because the Divas are on the European tour, so I can understand why they weren't going to be there this week. Sorry. But it was a pretty good match. All in all, we were able to see 3 of the tournament matches and see who advanced to the quarterfinals. And I will be posting up a predictions video either tomorrow or sometime this weekend. I will be posting a prediction video on who I think will advance to the semifinals and who will advance to the finals and just win the championship altogether. So, we're going to have to see what happens in this tournament. I'm excited to see it. Let me know what you think, who you think will win between Neville and Kevin Owens, along with Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio. Like I always say, like this video, subscribe to my page, and just leave some comments down below for anything I may have missed on SmackDown. So, until next time, I'm Kay Sparks. See you guys.